What up, YouTube? Sid's Autograph Site here with the 4-color awesomeness video as promised. This is what I picked up Saturday. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah, it was pretty shitty pickings in my neck of the woods this past Saturday. I went to a few thrift stores and tried to find some yard sales, but it was a bust. There's this one town that I go to that, you know, if I hit the secondhand stores and the antique stores there, I do pretty well. But if I try and find a yard sale, it's pretty humorous, actually. If you could only see, you'd laugh. You know, I'll see a yard sale sign, I'll drive down the road, and you know, I'll be driving, and there's no yard sale. You know, it's happened to me on more than one occasion, on more than one Saturday. It'd be funny if I wasn't the one actually, you know, doing the driving and looking for the yard sales. So, went to a few thrift stores. One, actually, as soon as I walked in, they decided they wanted to close, and it was only noon. So I think I got 2 items of clothing in this book. I mean, for last week, this is my 3rd Mad Magazine paperback from 1975, first paperback edition, Viva Mad by Sergio Aragonés. So I paid 30 cents. It's pretty cool. So I got 3 Mad Magazine paperbacks last week. So then I went to Hastings and obviously was looking around for some autograph stuff in their books and CDs and everything, and of course found nothing because it was just that kind of day. But I did find this CD. This is Lamb of God's newest album, Resolution. And you can see the price I paid for it. Now, this album, one of my favorite metal bands, saw them at Ozzfest. What was it, 2006, 2007, something like that. Just awesome. But anyway, you can see the price, $4.49. If you look, it says Burn the Priest. This was Lamb of God's first, the name of their band before they changed it to Lamb of God. This is definitely, you know, a more kid-friendly name, but they decided to change it from Burn the Priest to Lamb of God. So the CD, make a long story short, which is too late, it's $4.49. They obviously mispriced it. This is labeling their first album, which is pretty much dirt cheap. This album was released in January of this year. There's no way it should have been $4.49. I'm thinking $6.99, $7.99, possibly $8.99 or $9.99, but not $4.49. So mispriced the CD. So got a hell of a deal. So I'll be listening to that. Got the stack of comics. Picked up the whole stack. I think it was $20 or $25. I don't remember what exactly. Most of these aren't in the greatest shape. I've already bagged and boarded a couple key issues, which are some of those are still in bad shape, but they are key issues, so I bagged and boarded them. I got Master of Kung Fu, number 27. These are the ones I've read so far. I've got 3 Masters of Kung Fu, and I've read those. Book is not like I remembered it. I thought it was a lot more action and a lot less talking and philosophical shit, but it's really a lot to do with your head, and I don't like that too much. I just want simple chop socky, kick your ass action, but still cool nonetheless. This is 36 and 37. So again, not in the greatest shape, but not in real bad shape. We'll get to these in a second. From my man, Cursive Man, if you're watching. Got a nice little group of Thors. But first, we'll go with these Army at Wars featuring Sergeant Rocks, issue 259. The cover is in sad shape. This is August 1973, which is my birth month and birth year. That's right, I'll be 39 next month on the 9th. So some great old war comics. Love Sergeant Rock. Nice Joe Kubert cover. Our Army at War featuring Sergeant Rock 301. It's got the UPC code cut out, which sucks. But again, they're just good, fun reader copies. Some horror books, more horror books here. Werewolf by Night 36 and 39. Great cover on number 36 here. Awesome. That's 1976. Again with the UPC code cut out. This is 39 with Brother Voodoo. So that's pretty cool. That'll be a fun read. Some more war comics. We got GI Combat. It's the big issue, number 144. Very cool. This is from, looks like 1970. GI Combat 191, again with the UPC cut out. 192, GI Combat. And 198, awesome Joe Kubert cover here. Fighting the Super Soldier. We got Star Spangled War Stories featuring the Unknown Soldier, UPC cut out. Got issues 201 and 204. UPC's cut out of both Joe Kubert covers. Awesome. Love the Unknown Soldier as well. I was never a big fan of DC Comics in particular, except for their war comics. Published some great war comics. So awesome, awesome. Looks like there was a nice Hitler story in there. Tomb of Dracula 31. I'd like to eventually get this whole series. But it'll probably never happen, but you never know. I got some water damage on this one. Our Fighting Forces featuring the Losers. This is issue 168. Again with the UPC cut out. Got a few issues of this. Here's Our Fighting Forces number 171. The UPC cut out. This is pretty cool. Captain Action number 3. Bob Kane and Dick Giordano. Pretty cool. Based on the toy, Captain Action toy. This one's in real rough shape. Look at that back cover. Almost brings a tear to my eye. But pretty cool. Nonetheless, this is, looking for a year, 1969. Pretty cool. Issue of World's Finest. This is a dollar comic. Number 249 from 1977. It's got the Phantom Stranger and the Creeper. Looks like Superman becomes a vampire here. Some issues of Justice League. This is 193. And it's got the All-Star Squadron preview inside. Awesome. Got 195. Supersized bonus pinup inside, which I'm not seeing, so I guess that was removed. And issue 196. So very, very cool. Issue of Incredible Hulk. This is 146 with Herb Trimpe and John Severin. And for some reason, somebody decided to staple the shit out of the staple the shit out of the spine. And some writing on the cover there, but nonetheless, still a nice old Hulk comic. Love, John Severin. And Herb Trimpe. It's from 1971. Here we have an issue of Avengers. This is 94. Got a ton of taping on the cover there, and again with the stapling on the spine. But this is still old Avengers, 94. Again, nice reader copies. Big fan of the Avengers. Neal Adams is the artist on this book, which is an added plus. Issue of Superman here. This is 226. Great back cover, advertising the Aurora Monster model kits. So the cover is just about off the book, but still. And here's a real rough issue of Daredevil. This is 34. Again with stapling. There's just tape everywhere on this issue. Real shame. Still readable though. Another horror comic, Frankenstein Monster, number 11. Very cool. Submariner 28. Got a bunch of tape on this book, mostly on the spine. Can't really see it too well in this light. But issue 28, Submariner. Issue 105, the X-Men. Got Firelord in this issue. The middle page is loose. Okay, Fantastic Four 82. Big chunk out of the corner there. Some big time yellowing of the pages and the covers. Still, it's a 1968 issue. Weird War Tales, issue 50. With the UPC cut out. This one's in pretty rough shape. There's Hitler right there. Let's see, Brave and the Bold, number 76. Batman and Plastic Man, the chunk out of the corner. Pretty cool. This is 1968. Got Detective Comics, number 367. Jeez, I better hurry this video along. This is going to be real long. Chunk out of the corner of that one too. Chamber of Chills, number 10. Nice horror book. Then we'll do the bagged and board ones here real quick. This is issue 25. Some chunks missing there out of the bottom, but this is first appearance and origin of Hannibal King, 1974. So that's kind of cool. And we got Amazing Spider-Man, number 162. This book is actually probably good minus. First appearance of Jigsaw, 1976. Nice issue of Thor here, number 158. It's the origin retold. Obviously, it's missing a whole bottom there. 1968. Great cover though. Very cool. Avengers 58, again missing the bottom part of the cover, 1968 once again. This is the origin of the Vision. Got some damage there. We got X-Men, Death of Professor X. This is issue number 42. Quite a bit of the bottom part of the cover is missing. Again, 1968. This is the Death of Professor X, but it's Professor X as the Changeling, so it's not the Professor X. All right, Tony. Here's those Thors, man. Again, most of them are rough shape, but this is 194. A lot of taping on the cover here. And there's the dreaded stapling. A lot of taping on the spine too. But it's complete, so it's definitely a reader's book. So that's pretty cool. John and Sal Buscema, the artists, 1971. So 194, got 195. Again with the stapling on the spine and the taping on the spine. So 195. 196, nice 3-issue run. Horribly bad taping on the cover. Again with the stapling, it looks like a lot of them have been removed, but you can see the holes. And some writing on the cover up here. Taping on the back cover. So there's that one. Thor 209. Crazy stapling, taping on the cover. Again, these are all complete, just very rough. 214, nice piece of tape right there in the middle. Taping on the spine. 221. Hercules guest stars in this issue. This issue is actually in good shape. Nice white pages too. Kind of plain to see a book that decent in this lot. Alright, 228. Writing on the cover. Not too bad. Staining at the bottom. Looks like some tear here, so it's rough in that corner for sure. 231. Cool cover. Uh, 243. Chunk missing out of the top. And lastly, issue 250, spectacular 250th issue. So pretty cool. That was not in bad shape. Probably a good minus or damage there to the side. But that's it, guys. I don't know if anybody's going to want to trade for anything in here. But if anybody is interested in anything, let me know. Hit me up with a PM or whatever. You know, I'm really easy to work with. If anybody's wanting to trade for anything, you know, if you have a beat-up book that you would like to trade and you want one of my beat-up books, hit me up. I'll probably trade you. Just love old vintage comics. Love reading them. Love having them. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later. See you.